So one thing I was talking about was the father of lies and his children, and how you can already tell that the majority of people we are around, who we come in contact with physically, are the children of lies. Okay, so if they are the children of lies, that means they're the children of Satan by default. They're covering up for his deceit. They're covering up for the pedophilia. They're covering up for the sexual harassment, the sex trafficking. They're covering up for the mobbing that they do. Let's be real, guys. If you really wanted to label these so-called Americans, right? Those that are of the hive, they could be labeled as domestic terrorists. If you look up the definition of a domestic terrorist, which I don't know offhand, but I do know of some of the definitions, I can assure you that the things in which our neighbors, our family, constituents, associates, so on and so forth, engage in and how they act would be defined as domestic terrorism. So when I made a video earlier about Black lives and do they matter. When I look at these people, I look at them as terrorists. I see them on social media. They're all crying about injustice. You got half of them crying about Trump, half of them crying about Biden, the other half are crying about Black lives. Then they're crying about white lives, crying about blue lives. Then they're crying about the election. Then they're crying about COVID. Then they're crying about celebrities. It's like when I look on social media, I see nothing but a bunch of big ass children crying about shit that they claim they know the answers to, right? That's why they're the children of lies. You can't tell me that these people just know all about the Matrix. They make the little signs. They got the little okay signs. They got the black and white dualities. They do the hair. They make the horn sign. They make the tongue out with the eye. They do all the winking, but no one saw Corona. You didn't know you were going to need toilet paper and water a month in advance? No one knew that George Floyd was going to be a Masonic ritual? So I'm confused because I think we give them the benefit of the doubt by calling them sheep, right? The only sheep as far as definitive, as far as when they could be attached to that, is them not knowing the grand scheme of things. Them maybe thinking that Satan is, because he's been advertised as the king of this realm, that they assume he's going to be the king of existence, like of the afterlife, or he's going to be king of eternally. Only thing that you can see they being lied about, of course, about the whole purpose of them being here. They're definitely being lied to about the government, healthcare, education. But then it's like, how are you then going to then come against me, call me ignorant, blind, a babe, sheep, right? I'm just out of it, right? But yet you're still emotionally triggered by the same system that you claim to be a part of. There's a disconnect. And that's where my attention is towards. My attention is towards the disconnect between the hive mind and the system. Because they stick up for their father, Satan, so much that you would actually think, man, that they wrote the damn book. You would think that they have, like, the book, the manuscript to life. Because, the way they act so flaunt, they're so confident when they're around you, and they gang up and, all this, excuse my language, this faggot ass shit, right? All of these childish antics that they portray, exuberate, and that they model and exercise daily, you would think that they would know something. When you tell somebody about chemtrails, it's kind of like, are you just lying to me because you have to protect your father, Satan? Or are you ignorant to the fact that their chemtrails exist? Because that's where I'm confused at. I'm confused, like, when I'm telling these imbeciles information, am I really giving you information? Or are you just aware of it, ignorant to it by choice, and just choosing not to engage in any kind of critical thinking? Because you have to ask this question. Are they dumb or are they willfully ignorant? Either way, they're fucked. Excuse my language. I'm trying to get better. Either way, they're doomed. Okay? Whether they are willfully ignorant or they are or complicit, or they choose to hide the lies for Satan, or they're just oblivious. But it's 2020, guys. So that's what I'm saying. It's hard for someone to be in total oblivion about things that are being spoken about daily. I mean, if you were so concerned about pedophilia, you understand? All you had to do was research the term pedophilia. It's a hashtag on Twitter. It's a hashtag on Instagram. Hashtag on Facebook. The information is out there. So it's not like these people aren't aware. I'm guessing that they cannot speak about it because their life depends on it. You gotta understand, the hive mind, they're always like, somebody's looking through this guy's eyes right now. Okay? They're hearing through him right now. He's a soulless vessel, he or she. So Satan knows if they did what they were required or not. So that's why you look at these people and be like, why is this guy just driving around in circles? Well, because Satan knows. And Satan's minions are all snitches. They're the father and children of lies. So because they're snitches, because they're rats, okay, they're telling each other. So you gotta understand, if this guy is supposed to walk in the store with you, right, and the whole hive mind know his position, right, it's theatrics, right? A lot of times they act like they know certain things before we get there, which is not with me. But anyway, if he doesn't go in that store, Satan is going to know automatically, but his peers will then rat on him. That's why I was watching the video, and I'm going to start recording this guy's content and then adding my own little 2 cents. Because it's like, if they don't do what's required of them, they can get taken off the scene. See, they're not required to be here. They don't really have a true purpose. Their purpose is really, what they get out of this is just the enjoyment of eating, sex, the sins. They enjoy the sins of this world. That's why I believe they truly are of the fallen. Because everything they enjoy is everything the Bible says we shouldn't be doing. And they still promote those things. Okay? So I'm pretty sure these people are here only to enjoy this fleshly body. You understand? And that's why the Bible speaks about Satan and his inability to manifest physically. He has to use a vessel. That's why they clone people. I feel like that's why they clone people, so that then they can have entities act through them. So what's the difference between your neighbor being a clone? Or, you know what I mean? As in retrospect, to where they're just an empty vessel that then Satan can move through. That's what I feel like we're dealing with. So don't expect these people to tell you the truth, because again, they will tell you who they represent by the lack of information that they're willing to share. I look at how much information people's willing to share. Let me tell you one thing. I'm going to share everything. I have nothing to lose. Why would I withhold information from someone that I know is in the same predicament as me? Unless I was what? A child of lies. Therefore, you are what? So the hidden. You're supposed to be hiding those lies for your father. You understand? You see how that works now? So, another thing what you see, right? Another thing that you see now is the masks. Don't be fooled by the mask. The mask is just another use of Masonic covering of the mouth, covering of the secrets. The same thing as they put their finger over their mouth. They're not going to tell the secrets. They're not going to withhold the Masonic secrets. Okay? It's the same thing as the whole tongue out. Like I said, it's all mocking. It's all mocking the Most High, right? It's all mockery of the Most High. It doesn't serve them anything good. I mean, and let's be real, guys. If the Most High wasn't real, the Bible was fake, right? Why do they need to mock? Who are they mocking? You know what I mean? Who are they mocking?